We are continuing from where we have stopped. So now this is question 2, that is plus and minus 20 marks in the final exam. So now it's part of factorization. It's highest common factor, lowest common factor, and simplify. So now here the question says factorize each term completely. So now it is 7 marks. So now the first one here, what we're going to do is to take the common factor of 5. So that will be 5, and then that is a squared minus 1, then which means that the final answer will be 5. Then we have the difference of two squares, a minus 1, then a plus 1. Then we stop there. Then the second one here, what you need to do, you must make sure that you start from the like terms, or not, rather the common factor. So now what is common here? It's 20. I can take 20 out, that will be 20. Then open bracket is a squared minus 2a, then plus 1. Then what we're going to do is to write it as 20. Then we have a minus 1, then a minus 1. Okay, then we are going somewhere. So now this one, the third one here, we can do two things here. We can take the common factor of 10 everywhere, or we can group them. However, I'm going to group them. Remember, in grouping, you're going to group according to the same base or the same variable. So I'm going to group the first two terms. So that will be 10, then a squared minus 10a. Then make sure that you have a plus to separate the two. Then that will be negative 10ac plus 10c. Okay, then when we get to this stage, we have the first one here, the common factor, it's 10a. So we're going to take 10a out. So that will be 10a. Then open bracket, we have the remaining will be a minus 1. Then we go to the other one. So we're going to say plus 10c. I hope you can say that 10c is the common factor. Then the remaining is negative a, then plus 1. If you can check, the two brackets are not the same. What does that mean? It means that we're going to take the common factor of negative in either one of the two terms. Then that will be 10a, then a minus 1. Then we're going to take the common factor of negative. That will be negative, then 10c. So that will be negative, and the negative will be a, then minus 1. Then when we get to this stage, we're going to take the common factor, which is a minus 1. We are happy there. Then the remaining will be 10a minus 10c. Then when we get to this stage, what we're going to do here is to take the common factor here of 10, the common factor of 10. So that will be 10, then open bracket a minus 1, then a minus c. Then they will give you 7 marks for that. Basically, hopefully this one is 2 marks, and then the second one is 2 marks as well. Then the third one, because we did a lot, so that will be 1, that will be 2, and then 3. Then that is out of 7 marks. So now here, the very simple question that they're going to ask you here is to say calculate the HCF, a term that is repeating everywhere. That is 2.1.2, a term that is repeating everywhere. HCF, it's a term that is repeating everywhere. So now if you can check here, in the first term, I've got this one. I've got the first one here, a minus 1, and then the second one here, I have, on the second one, I've got a minus 1. We are happy, and then a minus 1. Then outside, so that will be a minus 1. Then outside, I have 5, 10, and 20. That is outside, so which means that 5 is the highest common factor. It can go everywhere. Then we're going to talk about LCM. That is 3 marks, 2.1.3. Then we have LCM. So remember, when we talk about the LCM, basically we are going to write everything. So now I'm going to start with what is outside the term. Whatever that is outside the term, in all of these terms, it's 5, 10, and 20. And the highest, it's 20. So I'm going to write 20A. Okay, then open bracket. Then I'm going to start from the first one. I've got a minus 1, a plus 1. So I'm going to write all of them, a minus 1, then a plus 1. Then we are happy. I go to the second term. The second term is 20, a minus 1, and then a minus 1. Because a minus 1 is repeating twice in one term, I will have to repeat it, a minus 1, because it is repeating twice in one term. It is repeating twice in one term, then I have to repeat it. Then when I go to the third term, that will be a minus 1. I've already written it down. Then a minus c is not down. Then they're going to give you the marks for that. So that will be 1, 2, and then 3. Then they will give you those 11 marks for free. So this is what we normally do when we have the question 2.1 and it's always coming. They are going to ask you this question and it's plus and minus 10 marks. So now we have the second one, which is question number 2.2. So we have 2.2.1. So this is all about factorization as well. I have 3x, then minus 6, then divided by x squared plus x minus 2. Then because of the division, I'm going to write multiplication because of the division. Every time when you do that, you're going to do the reciprocal, x plus 2. Then that will be x squared minus 3x, then plus 2. Then when we get to this stage, we're going to use factorization. If you follow my video, I did explain about the laws of factorization. So the first time here, I'm going to take the common factor, which is 3. Then the remaining will be x minus 2. Okay, then divided by, I've got the second one here, which is x. What are the factors of 2? That will give you 1. So that will be minus 1, then x. Then we have x, and then plus 2. Then that is what we have. Then multiplied by x plus 2, then divided by, here, what are the factors? The factors here are very simple. The factors of 2 that will give you negative 3 is negative 2, x negative 2, and then x negative 1. Okay, you'll pardon me for my mark there because I am actually going to the next page. Then when we get to this stage, we are going to divide. When necessary, we're going to divide everything that we don't need. So if you can check here, we've got x minus 2 and then x minus 2, they will cancel. Then x plus 2 and then x plus 2 will cancel. Then the remaining it's 3. So I'm just going to write it here. The remaining is 3 and then all over. Then we've got x minus 1, then x minus 1. These two are the remaining. Then you are going to get your 4 marks for that. You're going to get your 4 marks for that. I hope that makes sense. That is basically question 2.2.1. Make sure that you follow my video on factorization to grab or grasp this concept, because it is very, very important that you understand this concept because they are coming into the exam. We have the second question here. The question says, simplify the following. Whenever you have the plus and the minus, so we need to take the LCD. That is very, very important. But before you take the LCD, you must make sure that everything is already in standard, like you have factorized. So that will be a plus 1. Then we're going to factorize this. This is a minus 2, then a plus 2, then plus 2, then a plus 3, then we have plus 3. Then we're going to get the factors. We're going to get the factors of factorize. That is a. What are the factors of 6? That will give you 1. So that will be 3 and then 2. Then obviously the smaller one should be negative and then the bigger one should be a plus. Then we are going to take the LCD. Remember the LCD, each term must be presented. Then we have a minus 2, then we have a plus 3. Okay, a plus 3. Then in the first one, you can check here. In the first one, a minus 2 and a minus 2 will cancel. The remaining, what is the remaining? The remaining obviously will be a over 2. And then before that, we need to even write this one, a plus 2. Pardon me for that. So now here we've got a minus 2, and then a minus 2 cancel, a plus 2, and then a plus 2 cancel. The remaining is a plus 3. So we're going to have a plus 1 and then a plus 3. Okay, then plus 2, then we have a minus a plus 3, and then a plus 3 will cancel. Then the remaining is a minus 2, then a plus 2, then plus 3, then a plus 3, it cancel, a minus 2 cancel, then the remaining is a plus 2. Okay, then we are going somewhere. Then when we get to this stage, what we are going to do here is to remove the bracket. That will be a squared. We're removing the bracket, plus 3a, then plus a, then plus 3. Then we are working with the first one here, with the first one. That is what we are doing. That is what we are doing. Then the second one, we have plus 2. So now here, this is a difference of 2 squares. If it's a difference of 2 squares, automatically that will be a squared minus 4, because that's a difference of 2 squares. And then plus. So when we get to this stage, we're going to remove the bracket. That will be 3a, and then plus, obviously, 6, because that is 3 times 2. Then we're going to divide everything. We're going to divide everything by what we had, which is a minus 2, then a plus 3, then a plus 2. We are going somewhere. We are going somewhere. Then from here, we are going to say, okay, it's fine. What are the like terms? What are the like terms? So that will be a squared, then that will be minus 4a, then plus 3, then plus 2a squared minus 8, then we are removing the bracket, plus 3a, then plus 6, then divided by the whole thing that we have, which is a minus 2, then a plus 3, then a plus 2. We are journeying somewhere. Then when we get to this stage, we are going to do what we call the like terms. The like terms, that is very, very important. If you can check the like terms here, I've got a, and then that one, that will give us automatically, that will give us 3a squared, 3a squared. Then we have the second one, which is 4a, and then 3a. So that will be minus, minus a. Then the last one, we have this one, and then that one, that is 9, and then minus 8, that is basically plus 1. That is basically plus 1. Then we have divided by, we have a minus 2, then a plus 3, then a plus 2. So now the question will be, can I change the top part in terms of any of the bottom part? No, we don't have the factors of 3 that will give you the last term. Then you stop here. I hope to see you very soon in the next video. Thank you so much.